Hey kid, don't ever let them get inside your head. They'll tell you what to do in life instead of everything you know that you could get. Don't let them guide your life towards regret. I'll fight for what I love with every breath. My past is filled with things I won't forget. I use them all to push me to my best. So treat the worst of times just like a test. If only I could go back in time, I'd tell myself that everything will end up alright. Just push yourself, test yourself, figure out what you like, and find your limits, don't be rigid, always work towards a prime. Surround yourself with open minds, people can change your life. A few friends with intent can help you feel alive. Find a passion, take some action, and with a little time, just be patient, make a statement, try to enjoy your life. They'll try to kick you while you're down. They wanna rise up while you drown. They wanna fill your head with doubt. They're silently scared that you'll figure it out. I'll make it look like I'm losing, won't bother hiding my bruises. And when they finally think you're wounded, then it's your chance to be ruthless.
The following is a presentation of BFA Sports.
Rancocas Valley.
We're going to try it again as Rancocas Valley comes in tonight to meet the Williamstown Braves. Rancocas Valley 3-2 in this season. They have a very good offense. And the Braves, meanwhile, trying to end a 4-game losing streak. I'm Chris Lozzi with Mike Shute as usual. One thing is certain, though, it's the Chop House tonight, and the Braves, they play better at home.
Oh, yeah, always play better at home. The crowd is always into it. This place will be packed, as always, Chris. Williamstown fans always turn out no matter 0-9, 9-0. They're fired up about football here in Williamstown, and this team will kind of take on that image of the crowd behind them, having that support.
As we continue with Frank Fusatola and his return to the Braves and coaching here, he says each week it's a process, and he works on things. Penalties, killers the last 3 weeks. Last week, they only had 2. Injuries, you can't do anything about that. Let's start with the penalties. The discipline's much better. They've gotten better. Last week, you did say, as you said, they did have a much improved outlook in that area. So they made check mark, point 1. They fixed that. Yeah. Turnovers is another problem. They've had at least a dozen this season. That's got to change too. They've got to take better care of the ball. So that should be on the list for tonight. Try and take care of the ball, and let's see what we can do about keeping the ball out of the hands of this awesome Rancocas Valley offense that can really put up numbers. And Drew Craig back at quarterback again. After the 4-game mandatory sit, it was his first appearance last week. A little rusty, did turn the ball over. He's got a really strong arm, but he's got a lot of limitations. No Kaishim Prunty, no Ray Wade. And that's a big problem when you don't have your top 2 receivers. Plus, I think they got some other injury issues, too, on this team. They've changed centers. So it's going to be a challenge tonight for for Williamstown. But what they need to do is just keep the ball, possess the ball, pick up 4 or 5 yards at a time, and use the clock. Again, keeping the ball out of the hands of the Rancocas Valley offense that is super potent. Speaking of super potent, that Red Devil offense, they got a mark of 3-2, but they're a lot better than that record indicates. Absolutely. They've put up some huge numbers. Quarterback Savion Adams, just last week alone, had 450 yards plus of total offense, Chris, in a loss to Camden. They lost 44-27. No shame in losing to the Panthers in Farnham Park last week. That is a good football team in Camden, a top 10, top 5
type team. Rancocas Valley is ranked number 12 in South Jersey, according to the Courier Post. So that is also, some good numbers for Rancocas Valley. But certainly Savion Adams is the guy to watch tonight, and Williamstown's got to keep an eye on him because not only can he throw it effectively, but he can also pass the football too. I mean, he can also run the football too, Chris, and he is not afraid to take off and go with it.
Braves look to end a 4-game losing streak. It's against the Red Devils, and you'll see it next live here on BFA.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half-pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
Newfield National Bank, where your quarterback leading you to financial victory. Tackle your goals with confidence. Newfield National Bank, your game plan for long-term success.
Elevate your program's fundraising this season with Vertical Raise Fundraising. They are the premier online fundraising platform for organizations of all sizes. Raise more money in less time with a local fundraising coach who works with you every step of the way to customize the ideal fundraiser for your program now by visiting verticalraise.com.
Hey Braves fans, fuel up for the big game at Dunkin' on the Black Horse Pike in Williamstown. Grab a coffee, a donut, or a breakfast sandwich and cheer on your team. It's game day the Dunkin' way. Ironworkers 399 has been representing workers in South Jersey for the past 80 years, fighting for better pay, health care, and making it possible for its members to retire with dignity. If you're working in a fabrication or manufacturing shop or working as an iron worker, contact Local 399 today and learn how working with the protection of a contract can benefit you and your family.
And those are the captains. Point toss. Tonight's contest with Rancocas Valley. Jaron Lewis, Jordan Kennedy, Joe Atefi, and my man Aiden, who will not play tonight, by the way. So when we saw Frank on the field, no 4, no 5, no 6, no 7. Trey Alexander, that's a surprise.
Right.
But we don't know. We'll wait to see when Williamstown gets the ball on offense. But as it stands right now, it will be Williamstown. They'll receive to start the game. So Rancocas Valley won the toss. They deferred. So Drew Craig and the offense will be back on the field as we welcome you back to the booth. On another absolutely picture-perfect evening for football, and I learned my lesson. I'm going to make sure that we're in Monroe Township on the app. How about this, folks? 71 degrees. And forecasters said 50% chance of rain at 8 o'clock tonight. Other than that, we're in good shape. So, with injuries comes the next man up mentality, if you will. Taking a look at that roster, who does Drew Craig throw the ball to? I mean, I think you've got Kopacheski, you've got Jordan Kennedy, and Elijah Campbell as well.
Kennedy's been pretty reliable from the tight end spot for sure. Campbell, a freshman who we know a couple weeks ago did drop the pass wide open in the end zone, but he's bounced back and made some big plays from what we've seen of him. So certainly he's going to get an opportunity tonight. But running the ball is where I'm concerned, Chris, with no Trey Alexander, who's kind of been the bell cow for this team with 65 carries on the season. That's going to be a big problem. And I mean, maybe Drew Craig is going to have to kind of take some of the load there and do a little bit of more running than maybe he typically, would do.
Well, like you said, I'm really anxious to see the offense of the Red Devils and Savion Adams. I don't know if we talked about it. He's getting some interest from the next level.
Yeah, I mean, he's still a junior, so I know he's got a lot of, people looking at him, but he really is a player and can really put up some numbers. He's passed for 959 yards already this season and 11 touchdowns to just 1 interception.
From George Orangeby Field here in Williamstown, tonight's national anthem. National anthem tonight from Williamstown. Braves are in the all blues tonight, so we should be able to see the numbers a little better. What do you think of that?
Always helpful, Chris, for sure.
You got the right cable?
I'm going to try and untangle us a little bit. We're a little tangled up here in the booth.
That's fine.
I'm going to run this cord behind this so I'm out of your way, and then we're all good.
Oh, how about that? Just like that, right?
Just like that.
Chris Lozzi, Mike Shute, the BFA Sports crew here tonight. And that is Frank Fusatola and the return team for Williamstown tonight. Garrett Lucas at the other sideline. Took over 3 years ago, and he has got this Red Devil offense. I'm really excited to see them against Williamstown. If there's any side of the ball that the Braves are really doing better in, I'd say the defensive side.
Yeah, they've lost some games, but it's not been on the defense necessarily. I mean, they've had some short fields to defend at times, Chris, due to turnovers. And at some point, you just run out of gas when you're on the field so much, and I think that's what happened here against Timber Creek a couple weeks ago. So, it's. Again, it's a process, right? You're talking about a team that was 0-9 last year. They're going to keep getting better, and they've got a lot of youth. Now, today you're going to see more youth because you've got some injuries out there, so you're going to see some inexperience.
Jamison Hollander kicks it off, and away we go with Marco Colbert at the 3, and Colbert can just do the 20.
And Chris, he's another guy he's another guy, though, that we didn't talk about that is going to probably have to add to the offensive punch with some of these other guys missing. So look for 22 to be big tonight as well.
The little engine that could. One of the many Colberts that have contributed here. It all started with Brody. And then you've got Marco and Jackson. Jackson is back after a shoulder injury. And there is the offense. And by the way, and Mike mentioned it at the top, with the injury to Gabe Goldstein, who was the center, big guy after week 3.
Yeah, unfortunately, ACL, he's going to be out.
Yep. So first down, they're going to send Colbert in motion, and Craig starts with a pass. Shoulder fake, deep ball far side, and it's intercepted. Along that far sideline, Montre Wilson. Underthrown ball, and RV gets on the first play.
Wilson He plays both sides of the ball. He's a good running back, showing there he can make some adjustments to the ball and makes a pretty nice interception there for Rancocas Valley.
And you get a chance to even mention the fact that Jaron Lewis was moved over to the center spot, because right away it's a turnover and the Red Devils have it at the 48. And now a look at Savion Adams. Mike mentioned him, junior. He's got a lot of tools. Motion is done, and it's a handoff to the near side. A long run, Devin Dwana, to get about 5 yards.
That's the second, by the way, it's the second interception of the season for Wilson, who made that pick.
It just seems like every week when the Braves started out, something happens like this.
Yeah, you had a turnover on the kickoff. You had a turnover right after the kickoff.
Yeah, fumble at, the Shawnee one I thought was the...
Yeah, and that was another one, yeah.
Yep. 2nd and 5 at the 47 for the Devils. And Adams works the gun. It's a handoff underneath, and that's Montre Wilson. He had the interception, and now he's got a first down. For RV, they're at the Brave 37.
Wilson is their top ball carrier in terms of running backs, as he comes in today with 241 yards, Chris. But their top rusher overall is actually Savion Adams, the quarterback. 34 carries, 421 yards, Chris. He's averaging like 12 yards a carry. Ridiculous numbers for Adams.
You know what skews that average, though, and I think about that each week? One big run.
He's got a 91-yard run, but nevertheless.
Just saying.
Yeah.
More motion. This is Wilson dancing his way. Good cut back to the middle. Another first down, but there is a flag down at the 35-yard line. Tonight's referee is Scott Campbell.
Wilson comes into tonight with 5 touchdowns, Chris.
Sounds like Ron Vinovich, like the 10-yard penalty, still first down. Scott, one of the veteran officials in the group. So now it'll be 1st and 20. Actually, no, it's going to be from the spot of the foul, so it'll be 1st and about 17. At the 45-yard line. I like the way, though, the rule changed where any foul behind the line of scrimmage, it goes to the previous spot like it does at the big boy level. It takes all the, it hurts the defense more. And I'll tell you that in a second. Meanwhile, this is Jameer Bellamy off the right side, his first carry. Gets a couple.
Bellamy comes in 25 carries, 184 yards on the season. He has not scored a touchdown, just a junior. But he, along with Wilson, 2 talented backs who've combined for more than 400 rushing yards together. And, of course, you add in the 420 from the quarterback, so you've got a pretty potent rushing attack. A team that's already rushed for 1,050 yards as a team, Chris, in 5 games.
As you say, this should be a pass, but it's not. Adams keeps it right side. Still going, and he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. He's going to be a couple of yards short of the first down. Hitefi finally tracked him down. That's a big gain, though, of 13 yards on the play.
Hitefi comes in as the team's leading tackler on the season, 56 total tackles for the linebacker. Just a fun guy to watch, man.
Sorry, remember last week you got the honors of the MVP in the Border Bowl with Washington Township?
Absolutely.
They mark it at the 31. It's a 3rd down and about 4. Now the first throw from Adams, and wide open on the near side is Dieter. And Brody Dieter is close to a first down.
So Dieter's the top receiving threat on this team. That is his 27th catch of the season. Came in with 641 receiving yards, 7 touchdowns. Chris, he had a 254-yard outing last week against Camden. A school record for him with the 254 receiving yards, but also the number 2 receiving yardage game in Burlington County history, behind only Isaac Irby, who had it 290 back in 1990.
Fourth down, a keeper, and they're going to get the first down up the middle with Montre Wilson. But there is another flag down. Said a legal shift that two men were moving at the same time. So now that's a penalty that you don't see that a lot, a penalty against the opponent. And a crushing penalty that could be. From 4th and 2 or 4th and 1, we go to 4th and 6. Under 8 minutes to go, first quarter tonight on BFA. Chris Lozzi, Mike Shute, BFA Sports crew here tonight. Braves football, 1-4, and they're taking on the Red Devils of Rancocas Valley. 4th down, 6.
And this is where Adams thrives, because he can do it all. He can pass, he can run.
He does pass far side. It is Dieter, and Dieter is near the marker and then pushed back. It'll depend on the spot. The defense did their job. Galley got in there, and that's Mike Galley. They're pointing the other way, and I think they held him. They did. The signal came from the official, and a good stop for the Braves when you throw a pick to start the game, and it does not hurt you.
And I think that's what we've seen from this Williamstown defense all season, Chris. They've risen to the occasion as much as they possibly can, despite, getting, again, this was a short field to defend here. They turned the ball over inside their own offense, inside their own territory, and Williamstown's defense gives up just maybe 15 yards there, and is able to stop him short of that first down on 4th and what turned out to be a little bit longer than RV wanted.
Now this is a handoff up the middle. It's Elijah Campbell getting the start in the backfield, and Campbell carries to about the 30.
I think we're going to see a lot of Elijah tonight in various roles. He's going to run the ball. He's going to split out. They're going to throw him the ball. The freshman, who stands at 5'11", 160. He's going to have to get himself, he's going to be busy tonight, let's put it that way.
This time they fake it to him. Craig rolls out, going to try to get to the corner. He gets it, and is pushed out of bounds at the 35. Gain of about 3. And it'll bring up a 3rd down and 4 for the Braves. Now they're going to mark it all the way close to the 38. No. That's right, 36. I'm watching the LED box.
Freshman defensive lineman Michael Beasley, 6'3", 185 pounds, was in pursuit there. So forced Craig out of the pocket, but Craig was able to run away from him.
So a big 3rd down here. Braves need 2. Halfway through the first. Big hole for Campbell, and he breaks through down the near side. Elijah Campbell still going. Dragged down inside the 25.
And good for Elijah Campbell. I'm really glad for this young man to see him able to bounce back from a little bit of, problems earlier in the season where, he dropped that wide open ball in the end zone. But look at him now, man. He's confident. He's running strong with good speed. That little move at the end where he took a step to the middle of the field and then went back just enough to get that extra maybe 5-10 yards that he was able to grab.
Good for 37, and Campbell on this run gets nothing. He is stuffed over the middle. No gain on the play. Michael Johnson stuffed him up. They're actually going to call it a loss.
And Campbell, after that big run, might have been better advised to not give him the ball again in that situation. He probably was a little winded. It's been a while since he's had to make a big play like that.
A hot hand, right? They go right side. Chris Wilder, his first carry. Good for about 8 yards. And they'll bring up a 3rd down and about 4. They are at the 22-yard line. There's Craig in his second week. Near side. Willie Doyle, first down. to the 25-yard line. Make it the 15, first down.
Now, Chris, one thing about the Williamstown team this year, their offense, they've had 11 different guys carry the ball. So certainly they've got some depth and some guys that can play despite these injuries. Coach Fusatola is going to talk about things in the huddle here. We'll take a break as well. No score in the first quarter. Williamstown, Rancocas Valley.
Norton Funeral Home, supporting our local heroes on and off the field. We're proud to sponsor the Braves. Let's be your family's trusted partner, providing support in every play of life. Norton Funeral Home, your community's hometown funeral home.
In the huddle. Braves, and they've got some momentum. They had a turnover early. They get a fourth down stop, and down they go. They are at the 16-yard line, and Coach Garrett Lucas for RV calls a timeout. So something that he thinks that he can fix with the Brave running game, because it's wide open in the middle of the line of scrimmage.
And just some momentum too. You want to kind of slow things down and say, hey, wait a second, this isn't us.
Campbell for a couple.
Elijah Campbell on the carry. RB tackle by Aiden Pitts.
Aiden Kitts on the tackle, the senior linebacker, stepping up, 6 foot 200, filling that hole, but a couple of yards there for Williamstown on that carry.
Has some size too on that defensive line. It is second down. Craig, design run through it. Inside the 10, they push him, and he's going to get to the 8. Looks like a 3rd and 3 coming up, and my apologies, it's Logan Kennedy that is the center for the Braves.
Craig just dragged Michael Beasley and looked like 26 Cody Reichman.
Instead of Goldsmith. There he is.
Yeah.
And Sheldon Lewis is way out to the far side. Meanwhile, you've got Colbert and Juwan Carney at the bottom of the screen.
That's a favorable matchup, I think, for Williamstown. If you can get Lewis over there, he's all alone.
Wide open
coverage. Space,
and Craig saw it with the pitch. It's Campbell, and Campbell will get close to the marker. It'll depend on the spot. That's awful close. They're going to say short. That's maybe a half a yard short. I think I'd want a measurement there if I'm Frank.
Daniel Rivers King with the tackle there. That was a pretty good defensive pursuit by the linebacker from RV.
Don't you think you'd want a measurement there? Look at that.
It looks like it's pretty short, like more than a yard. No?
Now Craig is going to try and get him offside. Williamstown, one of the few schools with a visible play clock. It's down to 7. Fake, Craig, first down Braves. Got down to just about the 5.
That was great work by Craig. They kind of snapped it quick, Chris, and he saw the hole and just dove through it, knew he only had to get a yard. And this is what I was talking about at the beginning of the game, Chris, right? Look, there's only 3:20 now left in the first quarter. This is only the 3rd possession of the game. RV's only touched it once. So this is what Williamstown needs to do, and I think should want to do. Run the ball, use the clock, limit RV's ability to touch the ball.
Chance for the Braves to get their first lead since the Timber Creek game. Campbell to the far side, and he's into the end zone for a Brave touchdown. Elijah Campbell from 5 yards out. And it all started with a 4th down stop all the way back 79 yards away.
That's probably, Chris, I want to say maybe the most impressive drive we've seen from Williamstown this season, or at least it's up there, because they did everything right. They blocked so well on that drive, and they ran the ball very well. Everything was organized. They really got it done nicely on that drive. Get another look at it here, and watch the blocking on the left side. A couple guys came in and sealed off the edge, and then it was an easy run for Campbell.
Snyder's extra point is good. And as Mike mentioned, 7-0 on a nice drive by the Braves. Back with the kickoff after this.
Fraternal Order of Police 125. We're proud to support our local youth and their passion of football. Together, we're building a strong community. Fraternal Order of Police 125, protecting our Williamstown community, supporting our youth. Fulmer Remodeling Company. We're your offensive line, providing a solid foundation for your home. Let us tackle your remodeling project with strength and precision. Fulmer Remodeling Company, your touchdown in home improvement. Call us 856-236-5947.
7-0 our score. The Braves going down the field after a 4th down stop, culminating in a 5-yard touchdown run by Elijah Campbell.
And they got great blocking, Chris, that sealed off that edge for Campbell to make the run. Maybe we can take another look at it after the kickoff, and you can see kind of who got the job done there on the left side of the line to help create the space for Campbell to scoot around the corner.
I'll tell you who's looking better, too, is Cole Snyder in the place-kicking duties.
Wilson and Devin.
Here is Snyder.
Well, he did get his first field goal of the season last week, right? That 22-yarder at Township.
Montre Wilson at the 10. Wilson get a block. Wilson still going. And Wilson's still going. They can't catch him. And he's out of bounds at the 25, and there are no flags. A 65-yard kickoff return by Montre Wilson.
And that is the danger of this RV team. They've got a lot of guys that can just make some electric big plays. I thought there might be some action there.
That's a block in the back right there. Yeah, that's a miss right there. We can back that up, David. You'll see it right after this play. Hold on to that. Could be a miss there.
So RV for the second time starting in Williamstown territory, Chris. That's not what you want if you're the Braves.
Adams with a pitch. It's Bellamy, and he's tracked down behind for a loss. Campbell on defense with Jordan Kennedy and Jawan Carney.
Campbell is fired up tonight. The freshman scoring the touchdown, making the tackle in the backfield,
Big
forcing
run.
his 2nd and 12. Yeah, he's on fire tonight. He's up for the challenge, Chris. He's definitely raised his game tonight.
Next man up mentality. Loss of 2. It's 2nd down and 12 for the Devils at the 31-yard line as we tick down to 2 minutes left here in the first quarter tonight on BFA. Adams underneath and right through Wilson's hands, incomplete.
RB pass by Copeland, intended for Montre Wilson, incomplete.
It's 3rd down
And
and long. Mike Seidenberg, talked to him before the game. He doesn't do much blitzing, doesn't bring a lot of pressure, but when he does, it's effective. You think now might be one of those times?
You got to get there. That's the problem because you're dealing with a short field here, right? So,
3rd and 12.
if somebody gets loose, this is the kind of quarterback who can handle that pressure and put the ball on the money.
Dieter at the bottom of the screen. Adams keeps. He's got a lot of space in that space that you mentioned. Colbert dragged him down inside the 20, but it's good enough for a 1st down. You talked about it. Wide open space on the near side, and they took advantage of it.
Yeah. Now, I didn't know they'd run it there. I thought maybe they would take advantage of the pass, right? But nevertheless, the quarterback, Adams, recognized what he had in front of him, and he says, rather than make this handoff, I'm keeping it, and I'm going to go that way.
It's at the 19-yard line of 1st down for RV. 7-0 Braves. First lead they've had since week 4, Timber Creek.
Yeah, I would imagine so, right?
Adams will go far side. That's Wilson. Cuts it back. And he wipes out at the 5-yard line right in front of Carney. But that will be good enough for a 1st down, and most likely, well, no, that won't. They'll have to run one more play with 48 seconds left on the clock.
So Wilson, that's only his 5th catch of the year. He came in with 4 for 104 yards. So they don't use him a lot in the passing game, but he's a guy that's versatile, and they're not afraid to use him in the passing game. And then, of course, we saw him return the kickoff as well. So a guy that can make some electric plays, has great speed, and recognizes how to get around guys that are in front of him, finds the space.
At the 5 with motion, it's Wilson, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage and no further. And that's Aiden Ezeraku. Talk about him, younger brother of Donovan Ezeraku, star here with the defense and the state champions, who are now headed, he's up at Boston College. And that play ends the first quarter. 7-0 Williamstown tonight here on BFA.
Want to know why no one out Pizza the Hut? Pizza Hut meat lovers' melts are filled with almost a half a pound of meat and cheese for just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. That's why no one out pizzas the Hut. I do it big. With the Pizza Hut Big Dinner Box, however you want a dinner, we got you covered. Big time. I do it big. The Big Dinner Box. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings or pasta. Oh, hello.
Hey Braves fans, fuel up for the big game at Dunkin' on the Black Horse Pike in Williamstown. Grab a coffee, a donut, or a breakfast sandwich and cheer on your team. It's game day the Dunkin' way.
That's the defense. That's Mike Seidenberg in the middle. And it's a pink out tonight as we enter the month of October. And, of course, that's breast cancer awareness. The field has the pink numbering at midfield. The box is outlined in pink, and you can see the cheerleaders also in pink at the head. What do you call that, a ribbon?
A bow? Ribbon
bow,
in their
ribbon?
hair? Hair bow? Hair
whatever
ribbon?
it is, right. So we start the second. RV has a 2nd and goal at the 5-yard line. Braves up 7-0 on a 5-yard touchdown run by Elijah Campbell.
Great quarter for the Williamstown defense, Chris. In the first, they've put the goose egg up. Red Devils have scored 169 points this season, 33.8 points per game. So to get that 0 in the first quarter is big.
They're going to try Kitts, stop behind. No, it's Bellamy. And how about Marco Colbert with the pursuit?
Great job by Colbert. Watch him come up from the corner. He's on the right of your screen. He's out of your picture now, but he's going to come flying out of nowhere. Zoom. And he just grabs the ankle and holds on. Great work.
Got through. There was no block that's supposed to have come from Duana. And a big loss on the play of 5, 3rd and 10, and 3rd and goal back at the 10-yard line.
And I wonder if Colbert read that, and rather, like maybe the play there is for the receiver to take him towards the end zone, and Colbert might have read it and came up and just blew it up.
Ran right by Duana, who I thought was going to be responsible for blocking there. Here we go, 3rd down. Adams to the end zone, touchdown on the money to Dieter from 10 yards out.
8th touchdown of the year for Brody Dieter. The guy is a machine. He just knows how to get open, and that was a laser throw from Adams. Look at that thing again after the PAT. That was a rocket off the right arm. Or maybe we'll look at it now, quickly. Zip. You don't even see the ball. You just see the guy in the end zone with it.
So it was all set up with a 65-yard kickoff return to get the Devils in good position. Frank Satola looks on, and the extra point from Hollander is good. Early in the second, we're tied at 7 here on BFA.
Newfield National Bank, where your quarterback leading you to financial victory. Tackle your goals with confidence. Newfield National Bank, your game plan for long-term success.
Elevate your program's fundraising this season with Vertical Raise Fundraising. They are the premier online fundraising platform for organizations of all sizes. Raise more money in less time with a local fundraising coach who works with you every step of the way to customize the ideal fundraiser for your program now by visiting verticalraise.com.
If you want
Yeah, I might as well. You caught us in mid-conversation here. We had to get our paperwork together. Which
Behind
we
the
welcome you
scenes.
back. Yeah. You know what? Let's put the GoPro on, David. You might as well, right? See, here we go. All right, we obviously didn't test that, so let's, there we go. How's that? All right?
Looks
Better?
good.
Okay.
Well, it looks
I'm
as
Chris,
good as
that's
possible.
Mike. Again, I'm Chris, that's Mike. See? All right. So we are actually moved over one booth because the door didn't close or something like that, but I kind of like it here better.
Well, we're right at the 50. You can't have a better seat.
Exactly. Things we talked about before the game. We talked about injuries, who's going to step up. Elijah Campbell stepped up.
So far, he has definitely stepped up. You've seen it on both sides of the ball, too, Chris. Offense, defense.
Oh, squib kick that hit Sheldon Lewis and fortunately was recovered by the Braves by D.R. Simpson on special teams, big number 88. That ball smacked Lewis right in the face mask.
Yeah, he still isn't sure how that happened. He had the hands on his hips like, what was that?
So the Braves at the 29 start this possession, and they are now tied at 7. That's the coach that walked in front of us.
10 to go for the Braves. Ball at the Braves own 29-yard line.
Can't even do an open anymore, right? From the 29, this play doesn't go off. So we have a whistle. Scott Campbell.
Timeout, Williamstown.
Well, Williamstown calls timeout. That's their first of the half. By the way, tonight's game here on BFA Sports is brought to you by Pizza Hut, because nobody out-pizzas the Hut. By Dunkin' Donuts. America and Williamstown runs on Dunkin'. And by Newfield National Bank. Convenient locations in the South Jersey area, Newfield National Bank, member FDIC. Welcome you back to the broadcast. Chris Lozzi, Mike Shute, BFA Sports crew here. The Virgilio brothers are here. And, of course, we got Charles and Nick on the camera. And that is the huddle.
So, Chris, what we've seen in the first quarter, Williamstown has run the ball very successfully. Conversely, RV has had trouble this year stopping the run. Okay, in their loss to Camden last week, the Panthers rushed for 391 yards against RV, okay? In the season opening loss to Pascack Valley, RV gave up 216 rushing yards. And even though they won the game, RV gave up 257 rushing yards to Shawnee. So that is their vulnerability, and Williamstown has to keep kind of exploiting it.
Off the timeout, they go with Campbell, and he is stacked up for a loss on the play. There's nowhere to run on that left side. Aaron Bright, first one to get him, junior linebacker for the Devils. It'll bring up a second down and 10, officially no gain.
My thought process, though, is don't be discouraged when you get stuffed at the line. They've proven, RV, that they can be run on. You just have to be patient and keep going to it and keep going to it.
They gave Campbell a yard, so it's second down and 9, and Craig tries Campbell on the right side, and he is stopped at the line of scrimmage again. And once again, Bright is in there, and Brody Dieter, two-way player. You know what it says? It's funny. On their roster, where it has position, it has ATH. Athlete. That's what I would say. And
well, they do that with recruiting, too, sometimes. When you see, like, they'll talk about a kid, and they'll say, this 6'7" athlete, right? They don't say he's a wide receiver, running back.
Smart. Why pigeonhole him? A gain of a yard. Third down and 8.
That last play on second down just took too long to develop for Williamstown.
Craig will roll out. Sets. Got a man. Is that a diving catch by Colbert? It is. And a first down for the Braves.
Another guy, Chris, that I said has to step up, right? A guy that has the potential to do it, makes a great play. He's out of the slot right there in the middle, I think, right? And he kind of ran with the quarterback towards the sideline. Cuts across, makes the snag.
Oh, just a great throw, too, by Craig on the run.
And you'd like to do that right in front of your own bench, right? Gets the team fired up for sure.
13 yards to Colbert, first down Braves. Campbell cuts back to the left, had a little crease, but it got swallowed up quickly. Brian Woodruff making the stop. A gain of about 3. Second down and 7. It seems like every time the Braves have a running play where they're in space, there's a lot of room. And if it's the second level is not coming up and making the stop, I think that's what happened in the first half.
Well, you know what they're doing too. They've been running a lot of 3 and 4 wide receiver sets, so they're spreading them all out. Chris, you've got the receiver split. Colbert's down low here on the screen. You got 3 guys up top, and that leaves a lot of lanes.
Like that, maybe as Wilder, his 3rd carry of the night into RV territory.
But you take that, right? You just got 4 yards. If you get 4 yards every play, you're getting a first down every 3 plays. I mean, you'll take that all the time, if you ask me, and just be patient with it, because eventually one's going to turn from a 4-yard play into a 40-yard play.
Carney to the sideline. Jackson Colbert now into the game. He wears number 2. He's the slot on the near side, and Brother Marco in motion to the far side. Braves need 3 on 3rd down. That is Jackson Colbert. And that ball is deflected. It's intercepted. And going the other way is Kitts, and he's taken down at the 40.
First interception of the season for the senior Kitts. It's deflected at the line of scrimmage. Watch, I think 91 gets a big hand up there. He was wide open. Yeah, left hand just kind of stuck it out. And then it's Kitts who is the recipient of the good fortune off the left hand of the freshman defensive end.
Second time we mentioned Michael Beasley, big number 91.
That kid's going to be a really good player. You could see it already. He's a freshman, 6'3" is what he's listed at, I think, right, Chris? I mean, that's he's got some real football skills.
Second turnover for the Braves, both interceptions. Wilson bobbles that pitch and can only get to the line of scrimmage.
Now, how is it that the football, shaped the way it is, Chris, on a pitch like that, is dropped and bounces right back up to Wilson's hands?
How is it that a sport that has no clock, where it seems like the game is over, and all of a sudden the Mets explode for 4 runs? Come on now.
Wait a second.
The beauty of sports. No clock, there you go. Round ball, no round ball.
That was so weird. It bounced right back up to him.
Yeah, it happens.
But you think it happened less on like the natural surface versus the artificial turf, right? Like last week at Township.
Second down and 10.
Crazy.
This is a keeper for Adams, and he is out of bounds, short of the marker. It'll bring up 3rd down, and they'll spot him at the 34-yard line.
Yeah, but a decent gain for Adams. And I like the way he plays the situation, Chris. Like we saw him earlier take on some tacklers and make a run. This time he's like, I'm just going to live to play another day. I got close to a first down, but I don't need to bash through everybody this time. We've got 3rd and short. That's the kind of situation we want to be in anyway.
How about a run blitz here from Mike Seidenberg on 3rd down? Nope. Adams to throw it. Chased out. Over the middle, wide open, Wilson, it's a touchdown. His 2nd of the night. From 34 yards out, Wilson was all alone.
Wilson with the snag right down the middle, and it's not because the quarterback Adams necessarily had a clean pocket. He was getting pressured. Watch when he lets go of this ball. He's got a Williamstown defensive lineman right in his face, right there. Just put it out there, and Wilson was in the right spot, down the middle there, and Adams put it where he was supposed to be.
Had to be a blown assignment. 34-yard touchdown pass. Hollander, extra point is good. 7:21 to go here in the second, and the Red Devils take the lead. It's 14-7 on BFA.
Fraternal Order of Police 125. We're proud to support our local youth and their passion of football. Together, we're building a strong community. Fraternal Order of Police 125. Protecting our Williamstown community, supporting our youth. Iron Workers 399 has been representing workers in South Jersey for the past 80 years. fighting for better pay, health care, and making it possible for its members to retire with dignity. If you're working in a fabrication or manufacturing shop or working as an iron worker, contact Local 399 today and learn how working with the protection of a contract can benefit you and your family.
RV takes advantage of the second interception from Drew Craig tonight. On the deflection, they go 40 yards, 3 plays, a 34-yard touchdown pass to Montre Wilson. And Wilson accounts for all the RV offense. And it's 14-7, and it's the squib kick. Carney has to field at the 18-yard line. Comes out of the pack a little bit. And there's a flag. That should be a face mask, by the way. Is up to 26-yard line. I thought it looked like a face mask. And you can see Carney adjusting it afterwards. So if it is a face mask, then they'll determine whether or not it's a 5 or a 15-yard penalty. David, can we rack it up? Oh.
There is no
They're
flag.
saying no face mask.
Yeah, they picked it. I saw the one official pick it up and wave it.
Well, let's see. Let's watch Carney here and see. Oh wow, that's he had the mask and then he had the shirt. So
somebody clearly saw it through and throw that flag in there.
I think that's a good call by the crew there to pick that one up. That's a good call right there. First down, Braves. Wilder to the 30.
All right, so you're Williamstown. You drew first blood. You took the 7-0 lead. Now you've been scored upon twice because you've given up some short fields. Stick with the plan. What was successful on that first drive is going to continue to be successful, I think. So keep going to the well here. Keep it on the ground and do what you do best. You get good blocking on this offensive line for Williamstown. Take advantage of it.
Colbert, Jackson in motion. Wilder can't get the edge, so we'll cut it back. And he's tripped up by Aiden Kitts, who had the interception off the deflection. Gain of a couple, and a 3rd down and 4 coming up for the Braves.
But 3rd and 4 puts you in a position where you can do multiple things. You can still run the football. You can pass the football.
Great design ultimately on the interception. Like you said, Jackson Colbert was wide open. But, give Beasley credit. Got his paw up there, got a piece of it. An interception, and he went the other way. 3rd down, Marco is in motion, a flag down. Did they get the Devils to jump? No.
False start, snap infraction, number 60, 5-yard penalty, 3rd down.
It is the center. So that went against Logan Kennedy.
Snap infraction.
Yeah, that means that he adjusted the ball and then faked the snap.
Interesting.
So a 3rd and 4 becomes a 3rd and 9. The marker for the Braves is the 38-yard line. Maybe the 37.
And that's a penalty that changes your situation, right? Puts you in a 3rd and long.
Guess
now
what?
we might have another problem.
We got another one. And again, they're pointing the other way. Oh, the clock ran out.
5-yard penalty, remains 3rd down.
So now we went from 3rd and 4 to 3rd and 14 for Williamstown. That's interesting.
And that's where those little self-inflicted wounds come back to really hurt you, because now
I'd say
put yourself in a real tough spot instead of 3rd and 4.
Down left. We got hurt with this. We played it. There's 5.
That's Frank. Third and long, they hand off. Wilder won't get a first down. He can only get to the 29-yard line. And we see our first punt of the night. And it's not going to be Wade because he's hurt. It'll be Drew Craig.
Back to punt, Drew Craig.
So you got Dieter back there.
Deep receiver RV, Brody
Chris Wilder. You're right, though. Next man up.
Some
Wilder
teaching
getting
points here, for Wilder. Get an opportunity to learn.
And Craig boots it at the 39. Dieter cuts back, cuts up, still going, and then is taken down right at midfield with a flag down. And the flag is at the 35-yard line. We'll let Campbell tell us what it is. It's thrown by the umpire. Probably going to go against RV. They're pointing to the end of the run.
Holdings on the return team. Number 6. 10-yard penalty from the end of the run. He's first down.
There we go. So the end of the run is the 49, and it'll be at the 41-yard line of RV. Again, good starting field position for Savion Adams and the RV Red Devil offense.
This might be their worst starting field position, Chris, at their own 41. I mean, they've pretty much started at midfield and closer almost the whole game. So, you know, that's where Williamstown's got to do something different.
Adams screen, Dieter set up. Dieter first down to the Brave 45.
How is it
14
that,
yards.
How is it that some guys, when they run, they just don't get touched? He just puts his head down and finds space and seams and zips in and out. You know, it's amazing when you watch some of these guys, like a player like this, like Dieter, who is a really, really good wide receiver and a really good route runner, the way he's able to just maneuver down the field and avoid getting hit. It's crazy.
Quick moving half, down to 3:40 to go. Adams with a handoff. Wilson caught from behind. Hatefi in there.
Team's leading tackler gets it done when you need him. That's a big play for Hatefi. Colbert as well. He kind of pursued from the backside and forced the run towards Hatefi, I think, and was able to get the tackle for the loss.
Of 2. So it is now second down and 12. You see the time left here in the second. Both teams with 2 timeouts to go. Shotgun for Adams. He looks far side. It's Dieter again on that screen. And Dieter gets about 8. Maybe 9.
Everything with Dieter, though, is going forward, Chris, right? Like, as soon as he's catching it, he's gone. He doesn't stop and look around and say, where am I going to go? He just gets it and goes.
Jordan
I like the way he reacts.
Jordan Kennedy on the stop.
And now another 3rd and short for RV. And again, when you have weapons like this, you can do anything. And it's just pretty much scary if you're the defense.
This is Bellamy, and Bellamy is out of bounds. A first down at the 15. You're signaling a hold, but we don't see any laundry on the field.
I thought I heard one of the Williamstown coaches call for it, too. Watch when he takes that little juke step at about the 30-yard line out here. Right there, right there.
Yeah, it's a hold. Yep. That's where Ed Hockley would come out. You remember when he said there's no foul in the play? The defender was just overpowered. You remember that clip? That's a good one.
I just remember Ed Hockley for the
guns,
pipes
the first
of steel.
one ever.
Yeah.
At the 15, first down, they fumble, and Jordan Kennedy's on top of it. What a break for the Braves.
Huge break, as you said, Chris, for Williamstown. That is the kind of thing you need in a game like this where, you know, you can take advantage of an opportunity. Now, for Williamstown, 2 minutes, you got 2 timeouts. You got to go about 75, 80 yards here. I don't know where they put the ball down at, but it's you know, I think they've got to get some points out of this going into the half. That would be huge.
RV will get the ball to start the second half. So even more so. 2 timeouts left for the Braves. They are at the 18-yard line. That's where they start. Wilder is in the backfield next to Craig. 10 on the timer. They didn't have 11. Jackson Colbert makes 11. Marco was in motion. They hand off right side, and that's a gain of only 2 for Wilder. And now we'll watch the clock, and we'll watch the RV sideline, and we'll see if Garrett Lucas wants to call one of his 2 timeouts. My guess is no.
Well, I don't think he's going to want to stop the clock. Williamstown certainly want to try and stop it if they can to prolong this drive.
Well, I think it's going to determine what happens on this play.
Now he might, if you're RV.
That's Wilder again, only a couple.
Because you've got a quick strike offense, so.
Nope. Make that Elijah Campbell to carry. Oh, there's a flag down. No, he didn't say flag on the play. He said gain of 2, I guess. Hey, 3rd down and 5, 1:17 to go. The Braves can get this, then no doubt they'll go into their timeout bag. Craig over the middle, tight coverage. Sheldon Lewis was the target. But RV defensively makes the play. Eddie Yardgo on coverage. And a 4th down, and Craig is looking at the sideline. But there's a flag down.
Yarngo does have an
Hold on.
pick 6 this year for RV.
There's a flag down.
Illegal formation. 5 men in the backfield on the offense.
Can we bring that back, David, please, at the start?
4th down.
If 5 in the backfield, I'll tell you to stop it. No, back it up. Let's see if we can back it up. Before the snap, if we could.
Nice play by Yarngo, though.
Yep. And hold it up after this punt, okay? Craig will punt at the 10-yard line, and Dieter's at midfield. And Craig's got to really boom this one. And he doesn't. It's a low-line drive, and Dieter calls a fair catch at the 48. Do we have that, David? We'll stay right here with 58 seconds to go. He's going into that video library.
With this quick
he said no.
With this quick strike offense, though, Rancocas Valley has 2 timeouts and 58 seconds. Plenty of time for them. This is going to be a big challenge for Williamstown here. You've got to keep everything in front of you, Chris, if you're the Williamstown defense.
They need to go 52 yards. Get into the end zone. They do have a good kicker as well. And they'll get the ball to start the second half. It's a 1st down at the 48. Adams looks far side. On the money to Dieter, but he was out of bounds.
That's a heck of a catch. Watch the athleticism from this.
Hey,
we can get a look at it.
If we're playing in Canada, that's a catch. Look at this delivery.
Official was right there on the line, so he could clearly see that he was out of bounds. But that's a nice grab. Caught it behind him with one hand.
Clock stopped, 52 seconds to go. Adams, deep this time, too far.
Adams throwing the football, Chris, he really puts it out there effortlessly. I mean, the way he throws the football is really nice.
So a 3rd down now. Adams wanted Duana. 44 seconds left, still 2 timeouts left. Now, if you're the Braves and you get, say, a sack or a tackle for a loss, what do you do? No, you say wind it?
I might just let the clock run at this point.
Not your ball for the second half, see if that makes a difference. Braves rush only 3. On 3rd down, Adams out of there, put a beautiful move, still going. Jackson Colbert got spun around, and a 1st down on the run by Adams to the 34.
Good thing Brandon Brown was able to corral Adams, because he might have just kept bouncing off people and take it all the way. And RV will call timeout here smartly to reset now. They've got a fresh set of downs. They've got the ball down inside the 35-yard line, so still plenty of time for them with 34 seconds left. And again, they've got the weapons. They've got the quick strike attack that they can certainly add on to this lead. And if you're Williamstown, you got to keep it in front of you. just have to keep it in front of you.
So I was watching the RV offense warming up before the game. Jamison Hollander, he's got a good leg. He was booing them from 42. So 42 would put the target line at the 25-yard line, which would mean they only need 8 yards.
And the thing is, he does have a good leg. They haven't kicked any field goals this year, but he's 19 for 19 on extra points.
Timeout over.
I think if you're RV though, you're going for the. You're definitely going for the end zone here, no question.
Well, you got one timeout left. You got the middle of the field. See what they decide to do. At the 33-yard line of first down. Adams chased out. Lozado got him, and just at the last second, got a piece of him, and the pass is incomplete. We haven't called his name much, but there's Ruben Lozada again. Clock stopped, 29 seconds left. It's second down again at the 33-yard line.
Lozada leads the team, not a big number, but leads the team with 2 sacks, Chris, this year. So he certainly is the guy that's been able to penetrate and get to the quarterback when they need it, and he showed it there.
We look for him often. Another blitz coming. It's picked up. Adams, end zone, incomplete, and he had Duana wide open.
I think the receiver thought maybe he was out of room and
really
didn't know where he was on the field, because if you watch his reaction at the end, he was like, oh, like he kind of grabbed at his head like, oh, I didn't realize I could have kept going and still had some room to haul that in. That's the impression I got from the way he reacted anyway.
So hopefully he went back into that huddle and he said, sorry, Savian.
I don't know, just the initial reaction it looked like from like he thought he.
23 seconds left, and I think the Braves have called their final timeout, or their second timeout. Yes, they did. So we'll stay right here. Reminder what's coming up at halftime. It's the pink out. So we'll have the band in full force, full crowd tonight. Tonight's game is brought to you by the Ironworkers Local 399 in Hamilton, and by the Fraternal Order of Police, Lodge 125 right here in Williamstown, the voice of our nation's law enforcement officers, and by Norton Funeral Home out of Williamstown, 1232 South Black Horse Pike. Serving your family's needs with dignified service for 25 years. That is Mike Seidenberg, defensive coordinator. 14-7, RV has the lead. 23 seconds left. Each team with 1 timeout left. And when we come back to action, it's going to be a 3rd and 10 with 2 incompletes in a row from Savian Adams. But one was a gimme. And I think that's why the Braves might have called that timeout. Something was open in the middle. And here we go. Blitz coming again. 3rd down. It's Lozado. Adams chased out, and he throws underneath and incomplete. 4th down. I guess he wanted Dieter. Dieter went to the pylon, and the throw went to the middle of the field. So 4th down at the 33 would be a 50-yard kick from here. You have 1 timeout left.
And if you're RV, you don't need to go for it all. You just want the first down. You like a couple plays in a row there, they tried to really go for it all, Chris. And I think, you drop a little, that successful little flare-out screen that they ran to Dieter earlier. He catches and runs. It's not necessarily time to do that now, but you could have done that on 2nd or 3rd down maybe.
This is only a 3-man rush on 4th down. Adams chased out, nobody open, flag down. This is going to be a hold. So Adams can run all he wants. He's going to get to the far sideline, and he's dragged out at the 13-yard line, but with 4 seconds left, this is going to be a hold, and this is probably going to wipe out the half because Williamstown has the choice of starting the clock on the ready for play as a result.
RV has a timeout, though. Could they call that timeout?
They could.
But actually,
right
wait,
now,
that was 4th down, right? No, they did get the first, so that, yeah.
They got the first, so we'll replay the 4th, and we'll see now what Campbell says.
Shorten the flag. Block below the waist. Number 33 on the offense. 15-yard penalty. Will repeat 4th down.
Now, he should allow Williamstown to start this clock on the ready for play, and that's because RV will call the timeout. So Red Devils call their final timeout, 4 seconds to go. And the times that Mike Seidenberg has brought some pressure, how about that?
Yeah, it's really made a difference. You can, looks like Adams has gotten a little uncomfortable back there for sure, Chris, and hasn't been able to just sit there and pick out his targets. Now Williamstown here, 4 seconds. You got to have at least 4 guys back, like, on the goal line or slightly short of it.
About 6.
All right.
No.
Hey, whatever you got to do, but you got to keep them out of it. You can't let them. First down's fine. Throw in the middle of the field, fine. But keep the ball in front of you.
I think the fact that it's 4th and 25, you can even set up at the sticks. Seen that before. But I think the key here is nobody gets behind you, right? And that's the key right here. How about this defense? Mike Seidenberg returning in his spot when he was here. Williamstown back-to-back state champions.
It's definitely been the strong point for this team this season. There's no question.
So here we go.
Only really 2 guys back.
And now
deep,
Frank
Chris.
calls his final timeout. He is making sure of something.
Now, he was pointing kind of across the field, so I don't know if he didn't like where the corner was set up there. He was kind of forward a little bit in the formation, as opposed to, like I said, maybe lining them up a little bit further back. You don't want anybody running past you.
The more I think about this has got to go into the end zone. So,
right,
and if you take a look at who the targets are, all right. So you got Brody Dieter, 6'3", 275. Montre Wilson is 6 feet. And Duanas at 6'1". So those are the 3 with the height. And quite frankly, the Braves cannot match that height in the secondary. So what do you think? Jump ball here? I would. Press coverage at the line of scrimmage. At the bottom of the screen, Adams airs it out. Dieter's down there. Braves are there, and it's intercepted by Colbert. And the first half ends on an interception at the goal line. 14-7 RV at the half tonight on BFA.
Pizza Hut's stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like,
Iron Workers $3.99 has been representing workers in South Jersey for the past 80 years, fighting for better pay, health care, and making it possible for its members to retire with dignity. If you're working in a fabrication or manufacturing shop or working as an iron worker, contact Local 399 today and learn how working with the protection of a contract can benefit you and your family. Hey Braves fans, fuel up for the big game at Dunkin' on the Black Horse Pike in Williamstown. Grab a coffee, a donut, or a breakfast sandwich and cheer on your team. It's game day the Dunkin' way.
Give it up for the Braves Dents team.
Elevate your program's fundraising this season with Vertical Raise Fundraising. They are the premier online fundraising platform for organizations of all sizes. Raise more money in less time with a local fundraising coach who works with you every step of the way to customize the ideal fundraiser for your program now by visiting verticalraise.com.
Fulmer Remodeling Company. We're your offensive line, providing a solid foundation for your home. Let us tackle your remodeling project with strength and precision. Fulmer Remodeling Company, your touchdown in home improvement. Call us 856-236-5947.
Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, we would like to welcome our 2024 homecoming representatives currently circling the track. Our first three cars carry the representatives for the freshman class of 2028, the sophomore class of 2027, and the junior class of 2026. Coming up the track now, representing the class of 2028, we have Kaylee Reynolds and Julian Green. Kaylee plays on the girls' soccer team. Her future goals include building wealth, supporting her family, and having a fulfilling career and healthy relationships with loved ones. She thanks her parents, especially her mom, for always being her #1 fan and supporter. Julian plays baseball and basketball, enjoys video games, fishing, riding bikes/dirt bikes, and hanging with friends. He wants to play baseball and basketball in college and study criminal justice to become a police officer. Julian feels blessed to have this opportunity, loves his family and friends, and sends a shout out to Lily, Carm, Hunter, Kylie, Leah, Jordan, Joey, Kevin, Matt, and their driver, Daniel. Let's give a warm welcome to our freshman homecoming representatives, Kaylee Reynolds and Julian Green. Coming up the track next, representing the class of 2027, we have Melanie Zamicelli and Tyler Blanford. Melanie is a starting forward on the field hockey team and is involved in the Italian American Club, Salsa Club, Senate, and Allied Health Academy. She also volunteers at her church. Melanie plans to attend nursing school and later become an OBGYN. She thanks everyone who voted for her and Tyler. Tyler is a member of the African American Cultural Society, plays basketball for WHS, and enjoys cooking in his free time. His goal is to go pro in basketball, achieve great success, and be rich. Let's give a round of applause to our sophomore representatives, Melanie Zamicelli and Tyler Blanford. Next, representing the class of 2026 are Sophia Connors and Wayne Farmer. Sophia cheers for WHS in the fall, competes in All-Star Cheer, and coaches young cheerleaders for the Monroe Braves. She also throws javelin for WHS spring track and field. Her goal is to attend a university by the beach and become a physical therapist. Sophia thanks the class of 2026 for the opportunity to represent. Wayne competes in wrestling and track and field, including the javelin and pole vault for WHS. He plans to use a track and field scholarship to pursue economics, physics, and electrical engineering degrees. Go Braves! Please welcome Sophia Connors and Wayne Farmer, our junior class representatives. Now coming around the track are the homecoming representatives for the senior class of 2025. In our first car we have Madison McKillop and Louis DeRosa. Maddie is secretary of the class of 2025, cheerleading captain, and active in NHS, DECA, Allied Health Academy, Varsity Club, and also works at Mona Lisa's. She aspires to attend dental school to become an orthodontist and open her own business. Maddie thanks Bianca's Closet for her beautiful dress, her family for their support, and her school for an amazing 4 years with the best people. Louis is involved in WHS deck hockey, DECA, Senate, Varsity Club, and enjoys working and lifting. He plans to attend college or the military to become an engineer and open his own firm. Louis thanks his grandparents for the Corvette, his good family friend Nick for driving, and his gorgeous date, Maddie. Go Phillies! Please welcome Maddie McKillop and Louis DeRosa. Up next, we welcome Katie Bellows and Cole Geetens. Katie is vice president of her class, balancing soccer and track alongside active participation in the Varsity Club, DECA, and Rebel Club. As a member of the Allied Health Academy and NHS, she's passionate about becoming a NICU nurse. Excited to attend Stockton University, she aims to make her final year unforgettable with her closest friends. Cole plays golf and is on the WHS ball hockey team. His goal is to win a state championship in golf, go to college, and pursue a career in the medical field. Cole gives a special shout out to his mom, dad, grandparents, and brothers, Danny, Tyler, and Brady, for their support. Go Birds and go Phils. Please welcome Katie Bellows and Cole Geetens. Arriving now, we have Isabel Barnes and Christopher Ayers. Izzy is involved in NHS, volleyball, and track. She volunteers at the Little League snack stand and loves working with soccer buddies. Additionally, she coaches JV volleyball at St. Mary's School. Aspiring to study business and attend law school, Izzy hopes to make lasting memories this year with friends, family, and her boyfriend. Christopher is active in DECA and enjoys sports with friends, family time, and hanging out with his girlfriend. He also volunteers at local snack stands, dog sits, and babysits. Aspiring to be an investment banker, Chris plans to study business in college and travel the world, embracing new cultures. He hopes to make lasting memories with friends and family before they embark on new journeys in life. Let's welcome Isabel Barnes and Christopher Ayers. Next, we welcome Melina Iacovetti and Aiden Davidson. Melina has been a varsity cheerleader for all 4 years. With aspirations of majoring in nursing, she aims to secure a spot at a great college while making her senior year unforgettable. Grateful for her classmates' support, she looks forward to creating lasting memories and embracing every opportunity that comes her way. Aiden is a football player at WHS. He plans to attend college, majoring in teaching, and hopes to continue playing either baseball or football. Grateful for the support of his mom, dad, and entire family. He is excited for the future. Go Braves! Please welcome Melanie Iacovetti and Aiden Davidson. Finally, we welcome Alyssa Torak and Andrew Craig. Alyssa is a varsity lacrosse player at WHS with aspirations to attend the University of Ole Miss. She plans to major in business and earn an MBA after graduation. Grateful for the support of her peers, she expresses her heartfelt thanks to everyone who voted for her, making this opportunity possible. Drew plays football and baseball for WHS and plans to pursue a career as a state trooper after high school. He thanks all his friends for their votes and gives a special shout out to Alyssa's parents for raising a beautiful woman. Let's give a round of applause to Alyssa Torak and Andrew Craig and all of our representatives for the senior class of 2025. Ladies and gentlemen, voting for the homecoming king and queen of the senior class was conducted throughout the week this week. The senior class has selected the new homecoming king and queen for the class of 2025. Congratulations to this year's king and queen, Izzy Barnes and Chris Ayers. Congratulations to all the class representatives, the members of the senior court, and your new king, Chris Ayers, and queen, Izzy Barnes.
Ironworkers 399 has been representing workers in South Jersey for the past 80 years, fighting for better pay, health care, and making it possible for its members to retire with dignity. If you're working in a fabrication or manufacturing shop or working as an iron worker, contact Local 399 today and learn how working with the protection of a contract can benefit you and your family. Norton Funeral Home, supporting our local heroes on and off the field. We're proud to sponsor the Braves. Let's be your family's trusted partner, providing support in every play of life. Norton Funeral Home, your community's hometown funeral home.
Want to know why no one out Pizza the Hut? Pizza Hut meat lovers' melts are filled with almost a half a pound of meat and cheese for just $6.99. Enough for two, price for one. That's why no one out-pizzas the Hut. I do it big. With the Pizza Hut Big Dinner Box, however you want a dinner, we got you covered. Big time. I do it big. The Big Dinner Box. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings or pasta. Oh, hello.
Elevate your program's fundraising this season with Vertical Raise Fundraising. They are the premier online fundraising platform for organizations of all sizes. Raise more money in less time with a local fundraising coach who works with you every step of the way to customize the ideal fundraiser for your program now by visiting verticalraise.com.
Hey Braves fans, fuel up for the big game at Dunkin' on the Black Horse Pike in Williamstown. Grab a coffee, a donut, or a breakfast sandwich and cheer on your team. It's game day the Dunkin' way. Ironworkers 399 has been representing workers in South Jersey for the past 80 years, fighting for better pay, health care, and making it possible for its members to retire with dignity. If you're working in a fabrication or manufacturing shop or working as an iron worker, contact Local 399 today and learn how working with the protection of a contract can benefit you and your family. Newfield National Bank, we're your quarterback leading you to financial victory. Tackle your goals with confidence. Newfield National Bank, your game plan for long-term success.
Pizza Hut stuffed crust is the crust that made crust good. Topped and stuffed with over a half pound of cheese. What are you so afraid of? Loving it? Original stuffed crust, only from Pizza Hut. No one out-pizzas the Hut.
Newest thing from Pizza Hut isn't pizza at all. It's cheesy, so crispy, loaded with toppings, and just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. New Pizza Hut melts, just $6.99.
I be like, sunset.
Fulmer Remodeling Company. We're your offensive line, providing a solid foundation for your home. Let us tackle your remodeling project with strength and precision. Fulmer Remodeling Company, your touchdown in home improvement. Call us 856-236-5947.
It was homecoming, and you saw some of the players, Aiden Davidson and Drew Craig, to name a few, who had their dates. We didn't have that at our school. How about you? Where'd you go to school?
Highland. Back in the 80s. Yeah, we had homecoming stuff, I guess. Yeah. Well, 89, I mean, as late 80s as possible.
Oh, God. I got 2 years on you. You know, I was told the other day that when you turn mid-50s, you are in young old age. Early old age. There you go. Anyway, so we had a long halftime to digest here. So I want to start with the basics. Number one, the things that we talked about. If you look at the Williamstown roster, no 4, no 5, no 6, no 7. So I would say they had the next man up. Players did step up. Let's start with Elijah Campbell.
Yeah, Campbell. We saw him early make some plays on both sides of the ball. Of course, he scored the lone Williamstown touchdown tonight. But he also has done a nice job on the defensive side, which kind of, that was a little bit more unexpected, I think, than what he could do offensively. But they're going to need him to keep it going in the second half. They're going to need that running game from Campbell, and he's going to have to keep pounding the rock here in the second half.
Drew Craig at quarterback, getting a little bit closer to midseason rhythm. One pick was probably ill-advised, but the second one wasn't his fault, and some really nice throws when the Braves needed it.
And they're going to need that throughout too. Be patient. Don't force throws because turnovers are going to come back and haunt you because this RV team we've seen, they can strike quickly.
How about on the defensive side of the ball?
They're doing it. They're getting it done defensively. I mean, this is, again, I talked about it a while back. This is a team that averages more than 33 points a game in Rancocas Valley. You held them scoreless in the first. You gave up a couple scores here in the second quarter, but you've proven you can keep them in check because you didn't give up any points in that late drive at the end of the half, Chris, and that was important for Williamstown because RV's getting the ball back again here to start half number 2.
In that sequence, I thought Mike Seidenberg put a little bit more pressure on blitz packages, and it seemed to work.
Yeah, they really did. They cranked up the pressure a bit, brought some guys. The linebackers were coming in, filling the holes, and going after the quarterback. And that's kind of what they need to do here. Keep that up. Keep dialing up that pressure and make the quarterback, Adams, uncomfortable back there.
So it'll be RV's ball to start the second half. This is when you defer and you take the option, and here it is. Cole Snyder. Send it back. Montre Wilson, who has both RV touchdowns. Run and a pass to Snyder to the goal line. That's an automatic touchback. Montrell Wilson. So, and a flag comes in. All the way in from one of the deep officials, all the way to the middle of the field. Can we run that back, David? It seemed like it was a harmless kick and a touchback. And keep it going as long as you can. This flag is at the 45-yard line on the Williamstown sideline, and we got nothing. And that's Campbell and his crew. In any event, it's going to be a dead ball. Let's see.
After the play, we have a personal foul against the kicking team, personal foul against the return team. Those penalties offset. It'll be first down, Rancocas Valley from the 20-yard line.
After the offsetting penalty.
Okay. So somebody got into it with somebody else, and Scott Campbell did not give the numbers. So we didn't know who it was. We kind of didn't see it, but we heard the whistle, and then the flag came in. First down, Savion Adams pitch to Wilson near side, and his first touch of the second half gets about 8 to the 28-yard line.
And Wilson got himself a little head start there, Chris, coming in motion. So he went behind Adams, and so he was already on the run when Adams got the snap. And that helps, him get the opportunity to find some space and pick up 8.
Take a look at that coaching staff on the RV side, Garrett Lucas, and some of the adjustments that he'll have to make. He did not have a very effective running game. Second down and short. Wilson is the motion man. It's a handoff up the middle, and it's swallowed up for no gain at all. Right at the line of scrimmage, Bellamy is taken down. Galley in there, Hatifi, a loss of 2 and a third down and 4.
Kennedy, too. They all swarmed, and look at the runner just kind of froze, Chris. He's like, I'm stuck. What am I going to do?
So wait, so I said that I didn't think RV had an effective running game in the first half, and did you disagree or agree?
They really,
their chunks
they got bottled up pretty good.
Yeah, their chunks
Williamstown did a nice job of bottling it up.
Right, their chunks were the special teams, right? Kickoff return, 65 yards. And great field position to start.
Yeah.
Wilson in motion. Adams zings it over the middle. Caught. First down, Duwani. To the 46. A gain of 20. There's that arm strength from Adams.
Duane came into the game with 9 catches, which is second on the squad for 249 yards, Chris. That's a lot of yards per catch.
Yep.
And the long he has this year, 45.
First drive of the second half. Red Devils up 14-7 tonight here on BFA. Chris Lozzi, Mike Shute, BFA Sports crew here tonight. Game number 6 for the Braves. This is a handoff to Wilson, and down he goes. Got a couple. Marco Colbert got him by the legs.
Montre Wilson on the carry.
They'll give him a gain of a yard. Second and long.
It'll be second down and 9 for RV.
And a reminder that we will be back for a special Thursday night edition of Braves football on BFA this Thursday, the 10th. And we should have our special guest with us, Chris Terrian. We did that a couple of years ago with Bundy and Randy Brown, the Cherokee alum, Marlton royalty, and Baltimore Ravens special teams coordinator. Adams keeps to the 46. 2 yards short. 3rd down and 2.
Colbert with the tackle there, 22. There you see him. He's had a good game. He had the interception at the half there. Was able to corral that long pass. We've seen him make some impact offensively as well.
And he's a sophomore.
Yeah, that's the next man up situation that Williamstown's in. Colbert, of course, is a guy that we've seen play, though, more than some of these other guys who've are getting some important time tonight as well, especially on the offensive side of the ball.
Dieter at the top of the screen on 3rd down, and Bellamy will get a first down for RV down to the 41-yard line. Move the chains, and the drive continues. This drive started at the 20-yard line with a touchback from Cole Snyder.
And this is not your typical Rancocas Valley kind of drive, right? They're using some clock here. They're keeping it on the ground. We've talked about their ability to make big plays and do it quickly. This drive, a little bit different. They're taking what Williamstown's giving them right now, and that's the short runs, and they're turning them into a little bit bigger runs as Adams is able to break some tackles and stuff. So they're just kind of taking what Williamstown's giving them right now.
Here's Adams rolling out near side. Got a man at the 30, and that is Dieter. And that is good enough for a first down, or good enough for 9. It'll be second down and about a yard. Who was calling for a hold? You hear that? It is good enough for first down. I was right the first time. So another first down. The ball now at the 31-yard line for RV. Again, the opening drive started at this 20-yard line. And they're down to the Brave 31. With Duana in motion. He takes the pitch, tries to get outside. Good pursuit. Marco Colbert got him. Juwan Carney. Elijah Campbell. Maybe a yard.
Colbert all over the field tonight. He is going to sleep well tonight. That young man is really laying it all out there tonight. He's been all over the field.
If you're a Colbert, you do lay it out there. No gain, 2nd and 10 at the 31. Bellamy up the middle, no chance. Lozada had him by the shirt, and a loss on the play.
That was a great play by Ruben Lozada. We got to take another close look at this one and slow it down when we do, because he's fighting off a blocker, and he just reaches his hand out there and just doesn't let go. Watch this from 43, right in the middle of the pile. Look at him. He's getting taken down by 50, and he just hangs on. That is great work. Look, and he just gets up like, yeah, no big deal. I got this. Hitefi was excited.
Loss of 1. 3rd and 11. Bellamy's got room on the right side. He is to the 26, and did the ball come out? They're going to say no.
That was a wild end to that play.
He was down.
It almost looked like he was trying to throw that or something. That was weird.
So it is now 4th and about 6 at the 26-yard line.
Another big 4th down here for Williamstown. They stopped one earlier, Chris, with Rancocas Valley knocking at the door in the first quarter. They need another stop here.
This is big here because, Bellamy in the screen If you look at the screen, there was nobody coming up to make a tackle when you thought he had a big run. Good pursuit by the Braves defense. They got to come up with another play here. Adams chased out by Lozada. Against his body, and he hits Wilson at the 9. What a play by Savion Adams. That's 21 yards and a 1st and goal.
And nice work by the receiver, too, because the play kind of broke down, Chris, and he just got himself open, was able to find some space, and Adams able to find him.
Montre Wilson. First and goal at the 9. Try a draw, and Wilson fights his way to the goal line, and he didn't get in. So 2nd and goal just outside the goal line for RV. Impressive drive to start the second half. They started at their own 20. And they're 79 yards in.
7 minutes, too, Chris. They're really taking time off the clock and kind of having their way with Williamstown right now. Ball's at the 1, so this it's going to be a real challenge now for Williamstown.
So Wilson has a touchdown already. He's the fullback. He gets the handoff, and he gets the touchdown. His 2nd carry of the night into the end zone. And RV increases the lead. Well, you pointed it out, too. The 8 clock. How about 7 minutes and 13 seconds? And a long drive, 80 yards. A big 4th down conversion.
And, I mean, he was so far into the end zone. It was pretty impressive blocking up front.
Looked like the end of a tush push.
Yeah.
Didn't it? Extra point is good from Hollander. And RV's up 2 scores. Back with the kickoff here on BFA.
Want to know why no one out Pizza Hut? Pizza Hut meat lovers' melts are filled with almost a half a pound of meat and cheese for just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. That's why no one out pizzas the Hut. I do it big. With the Pizza Hut Big Dinner Box, however you want a dinner, we got you covered. Big time. I do it big. The Big Dinner Box. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings or pasta. Oh, hello.
Once we got the kickoff to start, you can see how the Braves needed to stiffen up defensively. They could not. And there's a disappointed look on Frank Fusatola's face. They got to get a score right back.
But Chris, here's the thing, right? This is what we saw in the Timber Creek game too, if you remember. The defense played really well in that game, but they got worn down at the end, right? Timber Creek was able to get that touchdown that kind of pushed it over the top, because remember they scored also that late touchdown on the interception, so it made the score look worse than it was. But really, it was a similar kind of drive here, right? Rancocas Valley just put together a really solid drive where they just blocked guys and they just manned up on the guy across from him here, and that's why they were able to march down, use a lot of clock. No big plays, right? Just some 9, 8, 12, 4, 3, all kinds of stuff like that.
Wow. How about that? That was a low missile.
Seems to be their strategy all night, right? They've been kicking the squib kicks and into the ground. I don't know if that was a little bit.
Is that a Teffy? Dave, do we have that? But in any event, it's going to put the ball at the 40. Look at this. One hop, boom. Who is that?
It was 88.
It was. It was Dyer Simpson again. He's on the hands team. And I would have to say that Coach Lucas has no confidence in his return team coverage for these kicks to be like this. Braves at the 40 to start. Down 2 scores. Campbell trying to bounce to the outside. No room to go. Wrapped up. That's going to be a big loss. Wyan Woodruff comes up and makes the stop. Second down, officially loss of 2, so it'll be 2nd and 12 at the 38.
as we approach the 4-minute mark here of the third, like Mike said. RV took 7 minutes plus off the clock on that drive. This is Campbell fighting his way to midfield, and we'll get a first down. Needed 11, got 11. Good enough for a Brave first down at midfield.
Campbell, good burst, got into the second level, and just took on tacklers, Chris, and drug one far enough to get that first down.
Brandon Brown at the top of the screen. Colbert in motion. Quick handoff. Craig Campbell. Push the pile forward for about 6. That's down to the 44.
And like I said, this is what Williamstown needs to do. I mean, RV has given up a lot of yards on the ground. They gave up a ton last week to Camden, almost 400 rushing yards last week by Camden. Shawnee, who RV beat, Shawnee still ran for 257 yards against them. So that's where the RV defense has that weakness.
Plenty of time for the Braves if they can get something going. 3 minutes in the third. Wilder tripped up. Nowhere to go. Pearson again.
91 Beasley in there too.
So officially a loss of a yard. We called Beasley's number a few times as well.
91, the freshman. I really like the way he plays. He's really quick off the snap, and he's able to get past people. So he's got some good speed to get into the backfield of the opponent.
He's on the left side of that line.
Yeah, 91, you see him.
Craig, design run. Can't get outside, dropped. No gain on the play. 4th down. Yargo on the stop. And there is going to be a punt. So it'll look promising with a couple good runs for the Braves. Hits a wall, and now a punt back to RV, and you're down 2 scores. Now, do you remember that when we had a live mic a couple weeks ago and you heard fake punt? Remember that?
Yeah.
Do you think we'll see it?
Probably the right spot for it.
Well, they were looking for it, RV. Nobody's coming. And Craig gets a punt away to the 10-yard line, and Dieter will return it to the 20, to the 30. Upended. I'll mark it at the 36-yard line. 41-yard punt, 16 on the return, and a first down. RV has it. Tonight's game on BFA is brought to you by Fulmer Remodeling for all your home remodeling needs in South Jersey. 856-236-5947. And by Vertical Raise. At verticalraise.com. Toll free, 888-853-0355. Their voiceover was done by our own David Virgilio, by the way. And by, let's get one more in there, Brian. Oh, okay, we won't. So we'll get a handoff on first down up the middle for a gain of about 3. Adams keeps it. Katefi makes the stop again. Second down and long coming up. Down to a minute to go in the third. 21-7 RV.
I don't know. Williamstown's dealing with a lot of injuries, and Katefi, I don't know if he's adjusting his shoulder pads back there, or he's a little dinged up. I'm not sure. He was reaching for the back of his neck.
I think that's the last thing. The last thing they need.
Yeah.
But with no Aiden Davidson, no Trey Alexander at all. Adams chased out, in trouble. Now he's going to run for it and then throws it away far side.
Lozada was in pursuit again, 43 for Williamstown, trying to chase down Adams.
Duana was the receiver that he just wanted to throw it towards. And a 3rd down and 7, just shy of the 40-yard line. The clock is stopped with 33 seconds to go in the third.
3rd down and 7 for RV from their own 39.
RV's scoring drive to start this second half. They got the ball with the opening kickoff and able to go 7.5 minutes basically possess the ball that whole time and cap it with a score. So they've shortened the game for Williamstown. Now the clock is not the Braves' friend.
Adams needs 6, rolls far side, chased out, and he's going to go down. He just gets rid of it and throws, and they'll look at the officials and see, was he outside the pocket? I think Campbell was talking to an official on the crew, and they're going to say no. So 4th down, and the sack is averted by Adams.
Look at RV's defense, offense. They're way, way, way behind the line of scrimmage with their huddle.
I'm not sure what that announcement was.
I think he said no intentional grounding was called because they
well,
can't
that's
be.
the right.
Then
that's the right decision.
So 4th down.
And guess what? RV's first
right?
punt.
Colbert's back deep at his own 25.
4th and 7. You hear the fans yell, "Stay!" Dieter. Flag comes in. And the fair catch by Colbert at the 32. Now we'll check the flag. It was thrown by the referee, by Scott.
Something the Dieter did, maybe. I don't know.
Hold. Signaling a hold. And Fusatola probably is going to want to take him back.
Prior to the kick, holding, offense, number 15, 10-yard penalty, repeat 4th down.
Microphone working pretty well tonight, huh?
Yeah.
Just a little echo here and there. Aiden Izaraku got a high five and said, "You know what? Get out there."
Everyone celebrated. Was like, "Hey, yo, wait! You gotta get out there."
So now back at the 30, and you think that Dieter will just send it to Colbert. Well, they had to have moved. And then everybody wants a flag. Colbert comes up to take it. Marco Colbert fumbled. But the Braves have it. And it was recovered by Mike Galley. But can we run that again, David? That's the start of play here. Can we back it up? See if we can back it up at the beginning. We'll watch the fumble first to see if he's already down. And, well, that's out.
But fortunately for Williamstown, Galley was on it.
Now let's run it again, Dave, if we could, at the beginning and hold it there. Nah, we don't have it. All right. That's the end of the 3rd. We got 12 minutes to go here tonight in Williamstown. The Braves trail 21-7 on BFA.
Fulmer Remodeling Company. We're your offensive line, providing a solid foundation for your home. Let us tackle your remodeling project with strength and precision. Fulmer Remodeling Company, your touchdown in home improvement. Call us 856-236-5947. Norton Funeral Home, supporting our local heroes on and off the field. We're proud to sponsor the Braves. Let's be your family's trusted partner, providing support in every play of life. Norton Funeral Home, your community's hometown funeral home.
You want to join in?
I'll spare everyone that. No one wants
Start
that.
of the 4th. Apologies to Neil Diamond. Braves will get it at midfield following the punt, and this is a must, this drive.
Yeah, absolutely. Must get to the end zone.
Drew Craig, handoff, Campbell. Looked like he bobbled it initially, and the play is shut down right at the line of scrimmage. Beasley with the big wrap on him, no gain, 2nd down.
Looked like 3 Kits reached in there too and kind of got the initial grab and held onto the shirt to keep him from taking off. No gain. But Williamstown, great field position here, Chris. They got a great opportunity to get it to the end zone.
And they picked up about, I'd say, 11 yards from the fair catch at the 39 to midfield. Every little bit helps. Second down. We're going to try it again with Campbell right side. He's got room to the 41. Bring up third down and a yard.
Now you're going for it. Third down, fourth down. You're not punting the ball here. You're going for it, so you have 2 plays to get 1 yard. Basically, Chris, is what you got to.
Are you saying go for
think.
it? Put it in the air or no?
I don't know that you have to. If you're going to, though, I would do it here. The thing says second down on the thing, but it's third.
It is third. Campbell, first down Braves, and Elijah's inside the 35. A gain of about 7.
Did you like my specifics there? My
yes.
technical.
Well done.
The thing over there says
well
the
done.
thing. you know what it's called, right?
Yeah.
The digital, down marker over there.
We had an injured Devil, but Wilson's slow to get up off the field, and I have something I'm sure to read. So, Williamstown Braves sponsors of football, Pizza Hut. Want to know why? Nobody outpizzas the Hut. Cheesy, crispy, delicious pizza, the best wings, breadsticks, and pasta. However you want your dinner, we've got you covered. That's why nobody, but nobody outpizzas the Hut. By Dunkin' Donuts, hey Braves fans, fuel up for the big game at Dunkin' on the Black Horse Pike in Williamstown. Grab a coffee, a donut, or a breakfast sandwich and cheer on the Braves. It's game day the Dunkin' way. First down for the Braves. They are at the 34-yard line on the run by Campbell.
Wilson went off favoring his right foot, Chris, number 5 for RV.
It's Campbell again, and he got a couple.
Looked like Campbell was getting around the corner there, but number 9, Aaron Bright, the junior linebacker, with the tackle.
Bright has been involved in some defense tonight. We mentioned his name on some tackles. One was a tackle for a loss back in the first quarter.
Would you say he's a bright spot on the RV defense? Sorry, it was too easy. Softball.
Yeah, it was. You hit it a mile, but you hit it foul.
Yeah, way foul.
2nd and 8. Campbell again and stuffed up. Beasley there, amongst others.
Yeah, Bright was in there.
Aaron
again.
Bright in there. It's shining a light on the defense, is he?
Duena as well. Yeah, they certainly sniffed that one out.
And it's 3rd down, and the LED board is out. There you go. The thing is up.
There it is.
Back on.
The thing's on.
Well,
and it's got the right number.
Need 8 yards. Here's Craig in trouble. Just got it away, and he took a pop.
Yeah, that's why that ball wound up hitting the ground a little bit before it got to Colbert. He got banged from behind. I don't know if the defender may have even, Chris, gotten a piece of the ball as
we have that again.
He was throwing it.
I think it's Chris Santiago, number 29, came in off the far side, and he came in untouched. No, it wasn't. It was not Santiago. It was David Ogunzola, a sophomore, and all 5'11", 200 went into Drew Craig there. So they're going to go for it on 4th down and 7. And the Braves need another. Again, and Jackson Colbert. 8 to snap it. And Frank Fusatola will call a timeout.
Kind of a smart move right now, Chris, because you need this. You need to get the 8 yards. You need to keep this drive going, and you need to score at the end of this drive because you got to get the ball back and score again to tie this thing up.
We'll be back.
Elevate your program's fundraising this season with Vertical Raise Fundraising. They are the premier online fundraising platform for organizations of all sizes. Raise more money in less time with a local fundraising coach who works with you every step of the way to customize the ideal fundraiser for your program now by visiting verticalraise.com.
The music blaring in the background here at Williamstown. Always a good time. Scoreboard not so kind to the Braves. 21-7, they trailed over Rancocas Valley. On BFA tonight, Chris Lozzi, Mike Shute, and the crew here. Ball at the 32-yard line. It's a 4th down and 7 when we come back. And they can shut out the, what's that, the Cupid Shuffle? Is that what that is? Is that this, Paul? No,
Yeah,
we're definitely too old for this.
I don't think it's Cupid.
4th down. Craig on the rollout to buy some time. Sets and incomplete and no flag, and the ball will go over on downs. Jordan Kennedy, Marco Colbert down there. Incomplete. RV takes over with 9:11 to go.
So now the challenge is on your defense. You've got to pretty much, you need a 3 and out here. Or better yet, Chris, what you need is a turnover. So I would expect the defense to bring some pressure.
They're going to have to do something because, again, how about a 7-minute plus drive to start the second half for RV, and it resulted in a touchdown.
Right, you certainly cannot have that again if you're the Williamstown defense. You need to get a stop, and you need to get it quick.
Adams hands off. Wilson had a knee down, and they'll mark him back at the 35-yard line.
Yeah, he slipped, and
you'll wipe out.
Kind of skidded, and that one knee definitely hit down. You heard the whistles blow pretty quickly.
So they're going to put it back. Whoever's working the down box is really struggling hard tonight.
Wilson, of course, he went out of the game a few plays back on the defensive side of the ball, favoring his right foot, so we'll see if that slows him down any. We haven't seen a lot of success in that passing game, though, between Adams and Dieter.
Adams fires incomplete for Dieter at midfield. 3rd and 7, clock stop with 8:22 to go.
Dieter came into today, Chris, for his high school career with some pretty gaudy numbers. He had
What's gaudy to you?
105 catches for a high school kid.
That's gaudy.
1,872 yards, 18 touchdowns. That's some pretty big numbers for a high school.
That's definitely gaudy.
And they've pretty much kept him in check. He had 254 last week against Camden, which is a second in Burlington County history among schools from Burlco.
Big play here, 3rd down screen. Dieter, 1st down RV. Needed 7 and got 9.
Kid did it again, Chris. He just catches the ball, takes off, and nobody can tackle him. Slippery.
And another opportunity for RV to run more clock here in the 4th, up by 2 scores tonight. A reminder that we're back Thursday with a special edition of Braves football and BFA. We're in Cherokee to take on the Chiefs. 1st down handoff. This is Bellamy. He almost slips, and Hatefi drops him at the 43.
Another
12
first
yards
down, yeah.
And another 1st down.
Cherokee, one of probably the coolest high school football stadiums in South Jersey. I mean, up on the hill there.
Yeah.
It's a great spot.
Yep. And our vantage point, our broadcast point, out in the crowd at the top level.
Yeah, they don't have the press box there anymore. I was there for some soccer games last spring.
Yeah.
My daughter had a game out there, and I was like, where'd the press box go?
Bellamy, 1st down carry to the 40. Got a couple. Your daughter plays soccer?
Well, she did until she tore her ACL, unfortunately. But her Clearview team today had senior night over at Clearview High School, so it was a good night over there, although I think they lost 1-0 to Morristown.
Is she in recovery now, or?
Yeah, she's doing pretty good.
Good.
She's, unfortunately, though, she plays 3 sports, Chris, so she's kind of missing.
What are the other 2? Softball's gotta be wrong.
Soccer, hoops, and lacrosse.
I'm wrong.
Yeah.
I'm wrong. 2nd and 7, and a nice open field tackle by Hatefi. When you get to Hatefi in the 2nd level, end of run, and Bellamy is dropped. No gain.
Hatefi came into today with 56 total tackles. He's just a machine. I mean, he just gets after it. It's really refreshing to watch him play the game. He loves it. You can see it. And he plays with passion and he plays with smarts.
Shame he's a senior. We're not going to see him anymore. 3rd down, 7. Adams near side. Dieter again. And on the cut, it's a 1st down for RV. They are inside the 30. Nice design that time. Dieter cuts in the middle and gets 12.
It's just good. I mean, there's no other way to put it. He really is amazing the way he catches the ball and finds space.
This is some very good play calling.
Yeah. Yeah, they're milking the clock. Not going for anything big, not going for anything wild. They weren't real successful with the big play shots that they took in the first half, Chris.
High percentage.
Yeah.
Why not?
Just grinding it out.
Now, they've got 5 on the play clock, so they're going to have to call a timeout here, and they do. 5:13 on the clock.
Not that you wanted to burn that timeout if you're Rancocas Valley, but I think as tired as the Williamstown defense might be, I think RV's offensive linemen are kind of gassed too, especially on that last play. They got out in front of that and were leading the way blocking.
The Braves on BFA tonight are brought to you by Newfield National Bank. We're your quarterback leading you to financial victory. Tackle your goals with confidence. Newfield National Bank, your game plan for long-term financial success. And by the Iron Workers 399 Local, been representing workers in South Jersey for the past 80 years, fighting for better pay, health care, and making it possible for its workers to retire with dignity. If you're working in a fabrication or manufacturing shop, working as an iron worker, contact Local 399 today and learn how working with the protection of a contract can benefit you and your family. Following the timeout, RV's got a 1st down. 5:13 to go in the 4th, and they're up 2 scores. They are at the Brave 27. This pass is out in the flat to Wilson. And Wilson, obviously back in the game after injuring his foot. Gets about 8. He's out of bounds inside the 20.
I don't know if we can look at that play again, but the delivery from Adams, check out the way he slings this pass out there. He just kind of drops down, swing, right up to the side.
Ooh.
But he put it out in front of the receiver.
I thought Kenny got a piece of that.
Yeah.
That ball might have been deflected by Jordan Kennedy. So 2nd and 2 for the Red Devils. The clock is stopped with 5:05 to go.
Come on, Joe.
Motion. Adams just throws that one away. He'll live for another day. 3rd down and short. Well, when you have that luxury, though, you know, in short yardage, right. Bellamy was the target.
Yeah, I think he wanted Bellamy to kind of go down the field a little bit and try to lead it to him and put it up long enough that he could maybe get under it, but Bellamy didn't read it.
It looked to me like he just gave up on it. Like, I'm just going to throw it away and avoid a sack. Clock stopped, 5:01 to go. We are in the 4th, and a 3rd down situation for RV. Adams, pump, fires it. Another one to Dieter and another touchdown.
Career TD number 20 for Dieter.
19 yards. And Adams showing that arm strength, and Dieter with the route running. And this is a thing of beauty. What do you got, Dave?
Take a peek at Dieter. Watch him on the right of your screen. Just a little zip right in front of the receiver. Great spot by the quarterback. Put it where only he could catch it out in front of him. And he just finds his way to the end zone.
Good hands as well. Finishing touches for RV on the Braves tonight. Hollander makes it 28-7. So tonight's game on BFA is brought to you by the FOP of Williamstown. Fraternal Order of Police 125. We're proud to support our local youth and their passion of football. Together, we're building a strong community. Fraternal Order of Police 125, protecting our Williamstown community, supporting our youth. And by Norton Funeral Home, supporting our local heroes on and off the field. We're proud to sponsor the Braves. Let's be your family's trusted partner, providing support in every play of life. Norton Funeral Home, your family's hometown funeral home. By Fulmer Remodeling, we're your offensive line, providing a solid foundation for your home. Let us tackle your remodeling project with strength and precision. Fulmer Remodeling Company, your touchdown in home improvement. Give us a call at 856-236-5947. And by Vertical Raise. Elevate your program's fundraising this season with Vertical Raise Fundraising. They are the premier online fundraising platform for organizations of all sizes. Raise more money in less time with a local fundraising coach who works with you every step of the way to customize the ideal fundraiser for your program now. Visiting us at verticalraise.com and get you in touch with your fundraising coach.
So Dieter, I talked about his numbers this year. He came into today with already single-season career high of 641 yards, okay? He's well over 100 today, so he's over 700 and probably around 750 yards on the season. This is just game number 6. He's really getting it done.
Squib kick. It was Carney and Colbert. It's going to be Marco, and he's going to get racked up at the 5. You know, when you turned to me and said you're going to introduce this little nugget about Dieter, you signaled a catch.
Because he's catching a lot of passes.
Yeah, he sure is, including 2 touchdowns. And how about Savion Adams? I mean, that strikes.
Yeah.
I wonder if he's a pitcher. From
you know
the
what?
5.
I believe he is a baseball player as well. I think I saw his stats. Either he or Dieter, one of the two, is a baseball player, if I remember correctly from what I saw online.
Well, guess what, though? That duo, Savion Adams and Brody Dieter. And I hope we're saying his name right. Dieter, not Dieter.
Yeah, it's Dieter.
That is Drew Craig in the end zone.
Adams just a junior. Dieter is a senior.
Elijah Campbell behind him. 4:45 to go. It's Campbell. How about that?
Strong run.
How about that? He took on Yarngo and wind up an 8-yard gain. You have that again, David? That's Elijah Campbell here. You want to describe this, Mr. Color Analyst?
Pain is what I would describe it. Look at that. He just runs hard and plow.
Boom.
What a collision. This is Wilder this time.
And a first down for the Braves. Gets the ball up outside the 20-yard line. Here's that run. Beasley again. Just adding to his totals for tackles tonight. Looked like something happened on the exchange there that was disrupting the timing. And it winds up being no gain on the play on that run by Wilder.
Wilson's dinged up again. He's calling for a sub. Number 5 for RV.
Now he
just can't get off, though, could he?
No, he just hit the deck. I wonder if that's that foot again. Montre Wilson is the injured Red Devil. And we'll check on him when we come back on the other side.
Official timeout for an injury.
Want to know why no one out Pizza Hut? Pizza Hut meat lovers' melts are filled with almost a half a pound of meat and cheese for just $6.99. Enough for 2, price for 1. That's why no one out pizzas the Hut. I do it big. With the Pizza Hut Big Dinner Box, however you want a dinner, we got you covered. Big time. I do it big. The Big Dinner Box. 2 pizzas, breadsticks, and wings or pasta. Oh, hello.
Did you get the plug?
Got it.
All right. Wilson is helped off the field again. He probably won't see any more action tonight. 2nd down and 9. We come back to action with 3:20 to go in the ball game. And the Braves down 28-7. Drew Craig going to try to get the corner. Cannot do it. Again, defensive play is Eddie Yarngo. He is having a whale of a game. in open field, another stop, and officially no gain on the Craig run, and it's 3rd down and 9. And I know his parents are here. Talking about Drew, because I saw them coming up. You know, it's always nice when we cover these games, but when you see supportive parents like that, and the Craigs are the absolute best. The best. 3:13 to go. 3rd down. Long. Craig chased out and gets the sideline. They want a horse collar. They won't get it. He's by the shirt, not the label.
Beasley again.
And Beasley tracked him down. You know, I also saw, and I hope David can get a shot of this if he can get this to Nick, the class of 1974.
Yeah, over to the right of the press box from our angle. So
right, at the 20-yard line on the home side towards the parking lot. If you think you can get Nick in a position to show them, how about that, 1974. It's 13 years before me. Craig's punt, low liner, dies at the 41-yard line with 2:56 to go. So see if we can get that. Nick, did you hear that by any chance? Or David, did you hear that by any chance? Or Brian, did anybody hear that request? If we can get Nick Penza over to the class of 1974, they are seated at the 20-yard line, bleachers,
now
to the right of the press box.
50th reunion, you'd get them at the 50-yard line.
I thought you said no math. Because I saw
You'd think you'd get the 50th reunion at the 50-yard line, right?
You should have seen your face. You're doing the math in your head first. Here's the carry to the outside by Yassine Copeland, getting some playing time, the senior is. And that's a gain of 16.
First carry of the year for Copeland.
My goodness. What do you think, David? Can we get Nick over there? The class of 1974 is seated in the stands at the 20-yard line, and they have a sign up there, and they're in attendance tonight. Copeland didn't get it. That's a fumble. I think the Braves got it. Yep, the Braves did get it. A little problem on the exchange, and Jackson Colbert wound up with the football. And Lozada is being helped off the field. Injuries are the worst thing that could happen to the Braves tonight after what they have been through. And Lozada is slow to get off the field. So the Braves will take over at the 30. There's Nick. Let's see. He's looking. He's looking. He's looking. Now, does he turn the camera over? 2:39 to go.
I thought maybe Ezraku was the one that came out with the fumble there. 19 for Williamstown. Nevertheless, they've got it in great position here.
Wilder for a yard. Nick Penza, turn around. Unless they left. And if they did, that's my fault. But shout out to the class of 1974. And if you watch Mike do the best.
What?
$2:12 to go. 2nd and 8. You started when you said you
before
told
the
me
game, yeah.
There'd be no man.
Yeah.
Here's Craig. Fires far side to the sideline.
Ooh.
Ooh, wow, that's right. Oh my goodness. Kalen Saunders, the junior, he's hurt on the sideline.
Oh, man, he banged his knee pretty good. Hopefully that's all it is.
I wonder if he did on a player. I hope it wasn't on a player. Yep, that's what I think it is. They've thrown the flag.
Yeah.
That would be, I guess it'd be a sideline warning. But that's what it would appear to be. So we'll stay right here. We'll check the flag.
Maybe get another look at it, too, because, I mean, it looked like he still had some room to make the catch. And
Let's
guys
see.
are right on the sideline there. It was a little, I mean, it's just dangerous in general.
It's a late flag. A very late flag. Well, let's see. Oh, yeah, it's the coach. Got the coach.
No, he was a couple yards off the field
the coach
there.
is in. See, that's the restricted area,
Right.
and nobody belongs in the restricted area. So they're discussing it now as they're checking out on Saunders.
And Chris, explain it. Like, there's space, right, between
Yeah.
the sideline and where the players are allowed to stand, right?
That's correct.
As
And
a
as coaches as well, that's the restricted area. And as soon as that ball is about to be snapped, that area needs to be clean.
So in that last shot where they showed the far side,
He was in that
You
area.
can see it's outlined in pink over there. It's on both sides.
Right.
Right. So the coaches, the players all need to be behind that
The
pink
pink
line. So
line,
it's about
right.
like a 2 or 3 yard space between the sideline and the
It's 2 yards.
and that line.
But yeah,
2 yards.
Do we have it again, David?
It's just one of those technicalities that people don't really, I think,
Sure.
aren't really aware of. I think it's
Watch
worth
this.
explaining.
Watch this. I mean, this ball is not caught, but look at that. What's he doing there? He doesn't belong there. That should be 15 against the RV coaching staff, and we'll check that.
And it's naturally, as the game's going on, you're going to kind of creep over that line, right? It happens from time to time. But, yeah, I mean, just for safety purposes in a situation like that, a kid's going up to make a catch and somebody's standing there, you come down and land on their foot, and then you're cranking up your ankle or a knee or something. And certainly it looks unfortunate for Kalen Saunders, the junior, who's dinged up. And they got him up on the bench over there, I think, or did he get onto a cart? I can't see behind the
flag. Dead ball, unsportsmanlike, against the offense, number 10. That is his first unsportsmanlike foul of the game. Also, dead ball, unsportsmanlike foul against the coach from Rancocas Valley. That is his first unsportsmanlike foul of the game. Both those penalties offset, third down.
Joey Kopacheski for the Braves gets an unsportsmanlike, and it wipes out the coach's unsportsmanlike. Wow. So now it's 3rd and 8 with 1:57 to go.
Let him get outside, Drew.
Colbert in motion. Craig, sideline, too far from Marco, incomplete. Clock is stopped with 1:51 to go.
And Colbert just tried to get himself some space on that far sideline. But it seems like the Braves are just a bit out of sync here on these last couple plays, especially after the injury. So Craig will have to punt here.
And I think when you punt this situation, why not, right? I mean, you don't want it to get out of hand.
Right. Dieter came in today with one punt return for 41 yards. He has returned one already for, I guess it was about 15, 17 yards.
Go, go, go.
Fair catch from Dieter at the 35-yard line.
That's all you really want to do here if you're Rancocas Valley, right? Just make the catch and stop things.
33-yard punt, nothing on the return. We had a little bit of a scuffle again. And it was Agonzola for RV in there, but nothing came of it. And so just a couple of kneel downs for RV, and that should be it. Reminder, tonight's game was produced and directed by David Virgilio, coordinating producer, statistician Brian Virgilio. Our camera tonight, Nick Penza on the field, and of course Charles Hope. As Hopewell gets up here in midfield, he'll stop the clock for the first down momentarily.
RV will improve to 4-2 overall, Chris. They're in the West Jersey Conference, West Jersey Football League Colonial Division. They're 2-1 in that chase there. They trail Camden, who they lost to last week. Camden's unbeaten in the division there at 2-0. Camden playing tonight, by the way. We've got some good. There's some good games in South Jersey tonight. Camden is at Winslow Township. So that's a good one. Started at 6 o'clock, so that one's probably over.
Yeah,
St. Augustine and Holy Spirit are playing tonight as well. Washington Township's at Lenape. We saw the Minutemen last week. Shawnee and Cherokee meeting up tonight. That's a good one. Out in Marlton.
Are you kidding me? Yeah, really? I mean, why would you even do that? He was going to actually pass the ball.
Ocean City at Mainland.
How about
a big
a kneel
one down
down?
the shore.
I was going to say, how about a kneel down? Do we have the scores real quick? Well, I can tell you that the executive producers of BFA Sports are Jim G and Bob Haydack. And the founder and managing partner of BFA Sports is Doug Stassick. There's the kneel down. And that'll do it tonight. Braves are going down for their 5th time in a row as Rancocas Valley shuts out Williamstown in the second half, and they win convincingly tonight. Final 28-7. So for Mike Shute, this is Chris Lozzi. Thanks for joining us here on BFA. We'll talk to you Thursday night. Special edition, Cherokee and Williamstown. Good night, everybody.